Hey guys, GTR here with another old school replay cast. We are back to March of 2006, where we have a Terran versus Zerg here. Flower versus Flash. Yes, that Flash that everyone knows about, the greatest game of all time. Playing here in this replay. But let's first introduce our Zerg player here spawning at the 3 o'clock position as the blue Zerg, as we are on the map Neo Requiem. I'll be honest, it's a bit surprising Neo Requiem in March of 2006, but it is what it is. But yeah, it is Flower. Flower, a very relatively unknown Zerg player that played for the team on GameNet Sparkies. Was mainly known for his 2v2 play with the team. Never really evolved into being a competent 1v1 player, but was, I guess, one of the more established amateurs around this time. And here at the 6 o'clock position as the purple Terran. If you don't know who he is, as I chuck the music on, it is Flash. This is Flash before he became a pro gamer. Where's the sound? Oh, alright, there we go. Yeah, so this was him as an amateur, early 2006. So I think he would have been around 13 when he played this game, which is crazy to think of how good he was as a 13-year-old in StarCraft. But here he is, down at the 6th position on Neo Requiem. And if my memory serves me correctly, before Flash joined KTF and began his legacy as the greatest game of all time, he was a practice partner for the KOR team slash the Sparkies team, which kind of makes sense given the fact that this is a Sparkies player or KOR player playing against a practice partner. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, so if my memory serves correctly, Flash was a practice partner for both KOR and Pantech before he was taken in as a full-time pro gamer by KTF. So, yeah, some historical nuggets. This is March of 2006, so we aren't going to be seeing many of the old builds that we've been seeing on this channel from the Lost Temple days. A lot of the builds on around this time have pretty much been mapped out, although the first, I guess, anacrostic build that we have is the 2 racks. So before 1 rack's command was a big build that everyone did in the Terran vs Zerg matchup, I Love OV actually popularized the 2 racks expand. Although saying that and rambling on, we do see Flash going for the 2 racks Academy, which is a build that everyone knows about from the old school days on Lost Temple. Perhaps he is going for this 2 racks build because of the close spawn positions. You can see the 6 versus 9 on this map as interrupt that thought, as we do see Flowers Zerglings coming up here to apply a bit of pressure. And Flash can't move out at all. He's actually going for a surround with the slow lings. Takes out 1 Marine. Will he take out a second? No, he won't, as the reinforcement of Marines from the barracks do help push out the Zerglings. But yeah, the close rush distances between these 2 bases, you can see like how quick it is to get to your opponent on this map is, I guess, which is why Flash has gone for this 2 racks build. It's not really an all-in, but it's a nice pressure build to force Sunkens, force Zerglings, and effectively force a Zerg player from not droning up, rather. So, interestingly though, as we do see a Zergling sneak its way into the main base of Flash, Flower opting to get a 3rd hatchery here at the I guess you could say this is a semi-island base. The only way you can get into this little area is via air, or once this mine's out, it leads to a path where it goes around. Also, you can also push workers through these minerals as well. which is what Flower did in this instance. Going back to Flash's base, he's actually delayed his stim pack upgrade to go for the quicker factory. My thinking is that he wants to get a siege tank out to deal with these sunken colonies quicker, because without any upgrades, I don't think this Marine Medic army, even with stim, will be able to break through this sunken line. Do you see the lair on the way for Flower? Most likely going to see a spire being built once that lair is completed, because we don't see any Hydralisks then to get lurkers out. And this space as well has pretty much free reign to start harvesting resources until Flash gets dropships to drop units onto that base. And yeah, thinking about it a bit more as we do see the spire on the way for Flower, makes sense to go for a Mulus opening, because you can get Scourge to patrol this area to stop drops from coming in, and you can use the flock of Mulus to bounce between these three bases. The big question is, once we get to the fourth base, where would Flower decide to go? Logically, you could go here, where there's another expansion, push another worker through, and maybe get a Nidus Canal to transfer the workers over. We'll just have to wait and see. First tank is out though for Flash. Siege mode should be done by now. I'm not sure why he hasn't sieged it yet. There we go. As Flower's just trying to delay enough time for his Mulus to come out. Spire is about to complete, so maybe another 30 or so seconds he should be able to get the Mulus out to deal with this tank. Is Flash getting a second tank? No. Oh, okay, there it is. So, doubling the amount of damage that the tanks can do with that second tank. Zergling's actually just running out, trying to soak up as many hits as possible, just trying to delay for enough time for these Mulus to come out. And it looks like these Mulus will come out. Let's see if we get any good Mulus micro here. Is he actually just going to go for a counterattack? Might be. There are some turrets up here for Flash. We'll be able to take out one turret. Probably get the second one. Yes, he will, but taking a lot of damage here. And Flower's actually just fighting this straight up, so I'm guessing this was before the time of Shark and Jeliza popularizing Unimicro. As Flash still shelling away at these Sunkens. But on the meanwhile, these Mulus still wreaking havoc at the main base of Flash. Is he just adding more Mulus? Yes, he is. But these Sunkens are dead, so we do see Flash pushing forward with the rest of his army. Don't see a stim yet, though. Yeah, there we go. Should be able to just run in and mop up this expansion. This is a very large Mulus count, though, for Flower. As Flash is able to start harvesting again from his main base. Do see Mulus come back here at the main base of Flash. Doesn't really have a turret count to deal with this army. I think Flash should just move forward with his Marine Medic, because there isn't really much here that Flower has, given the fact that he moved all his Mulus down to this expansion. Retreats once again. Trying to find another avenue of entry for this Mulus block. No upgrades though on these mutas. I would like to see him get +1 air weapons or something like that. Because he's got so many and there's no vessels out on the map to irradiate this group of mutas. Got the Zerglings that snuck out from before coming in to perhaps clear out the rest of this base. No, looks like he's just going to use them to take out the turrets. And Flash actually moving back. A bit of surprise. Very hesitant play here from Flash. Not decisive at all. Alright, now he is moving forward once again. Oh, a lot of Zerglings from that expansion. Got a big surround here from Flower, Mulus, and Zerglings just mopping up the rest of this army from Flash as it tries its best to move down the ramp to no avail. And now we see the huge counterattack here from our Zerg player Flower. Frankly, I think without any sort of splash damage for Flash, our Zerg player should be able to just move his way in for a victory. Got the +1 though onto the Marine Medic, which is a big boon for the Bioforce of Flash. And even though Flower has lost this expansion, he has this one down here at the semi-island running quite effectively. It looks like he might take another one, another base rather, as well here at the top right, as I expected. Flash still stuck here on one base. Really not sure why he's continuing to build siege tanks. He's already broken through that sunken line. They serve absolutely no purpose whatsoever, given the fact that Flower has gone for this mass muta build. Hive has completed for Flowers, also getting the Greater Spire, so should be seeing Guardian soon. Love how there's just one flock here to counterattack. And oh no, look at these tanks just trying their best to go up the ramp. Actually, none of them die, which is a big surprise. Both low on health. But yeah, no upgrades on these mutas. If it was going for this play, a double Spire would be great. Very smart play as well. He's probably not going to retake this, so just defense up this main base. With no starport out for Flash as well, no drops are going to be harassing this base anytime soon, or this base as well. Greater Spire is nearly done, so once that is completed, we should be seeing the big evolution of Guardians to most likely complete the game for Flower. And I think this might be the final attack here for Flash. Oh, actually Flower flying a lot of the mutas over the army. Not a very well-controlled move there from our Zerg player. When I think about it, maybe Requiem was a courage map around this time. That would make the most sense. Which is why people were still playing it, even though it kind of stopped being played in competitive games in around like 2005. Anyway, this might be the final battle of this particular game. We've got the Guardians on the way. Marine Medic just shredding through, but I think we've got a counterattack. No, we don't actually. Where are his muters? Okay, never mind. Okay, that's where they were. Alright. So Flash will clear this up, but I don't think he has anything to clear up these Guardians. We've got a starport here, just building Wraiths, but I think it's too little too late. You've also got this base down here, as well as this one here, which has been going for a while. A couple of hatcheries there. Got this base as well for our Zerg player. As the Guardians continue to help that acid spores at the main base of Flash. Flash does clean out this base, but I don't think it's going to be enough. One Wraith coming out here for Flash. But, yeah, couple Scourge. Come down here. We'll clear out this Wraith. There we go. Flash just floating all of his buildings. I think he's pretty much been checkmated here, given the fact he doesn't have a dropship, and he has no way of accessing these bases to kill him off. Another Wraith comes out here for Flash, but Flower is on top of it. It's got the Mutalisk. And Flower off these 3 bases, just powering up. Flash with the Fantasy GG timing. And with the remnants of that army that killed off the 3 o'clock position, attack move into these Guardians and Blues and completely get decimated, and Flash has left the game. So, yeah, interesting look into Flash's playstyle back when he was a 13-year-old in 2006. Got completely owned there, but it is what it is. Who would have known that this Terran player would become the greatest player of all time? Anyway, thanks for watching this game and coming back into the past with me, and I hope I can see you guys in the next game.